I'm not going to waste a lot of your time. Valorant skin prices are going up drastically, and they are not coming down anytime soon. So, sponsor of this video is a place where you can get your Valorant gift cards at a discount. Top link in the description. All right, let's get into the video. Okay, I know what you clicked on the video for. Harbor's in A tier. No, he's not in S tier like he is in the thumbnail. He's A tier. Just deal with it. Here's the reason why. Harbor, in all of my other tier lists before this, were in C tier, D tier, whatever. After the rework, he's pretty good. I played a couple of ranked games with him, and it wasn't horrible. Definitely not S tier. Definitely doesn't have like hard carry potential like Omen does. Doesn't have a lot of versatility, but he's usable in ranked now. And that's the big thing. He's actually usable now. So that's the big thing with Harbor. Anyways, tier list. Yeah, basically how this is going to work. This is a solo queue tier list. This is not a VCT tier list. This is not a 5-stack tier list, a Premier Team tier list. This is a solo queue ranked tier list. So when I put Viper in D tier, don't get mad at me because it's a solo queue tier list. And also, I am doing this live, so I stream sometimes. So if you want, join the Discord server and you'll get notifications when I stream and you get to talk to me live. Chat, say hi or something. People in chat just like say hi and like say your favorite slur. All right. With all that being said, let's get into this. Astra for solo queue. Cheeks. Here's the reason why. Astra requires a level of coordination that simply is just not possible in solo queue ranked. Outside of High Immortal and VCT and Premier Teams, Astra's just not good. You're not going to be getting a lot of impact out of Astra. It's very, very difficult to get impact out of this character. Breach. Honestly, Breach is going to B tier. You'll notice that most of the initiators here are going to be going in B tier simply for the fact that they got heavily nerfed recently. They get less utility across the board, and their utility is used mainly to set up your teammates, not really to set up yourself. So, the issue with a lot of initiators nowadays is that you can't really set up yourself for plays. And for solo queue, you're not always going to have a reliable duelist to set up. So, for that reason, B tier. Brimstone, S tier. Brimstone, this is not any sort of surprise to anyone. Brimstone has always been a extraordinarily good character, both in VCT, early days of VCT, but definitely in solo queue ranked. And it's because of one ability. It's because of the Molotov. The Molotov is just too good. It holds space for a long time. You can do lineups with it. You pretty much win a post plant every time you get the bomb down and have a lineup. They're very easy to set up, very easy to learn. And on top of the fact that he has 3 smokes, which is very good, and also the stim, just a direct advantage in a fight. And his ultimate is a free site clear and also gives you the opportunity to have a free post plant. It's just really good. Next character, Chamber. Chamber's low-key going in A tier. Especially after the utility nerfs, having good mechanics and characters that can complement good mechanics are just going to be good. They're just simply going to be the good pick to do. Chamber is pretty much that. Chamber is his own Sentinel setup, and if you have good mechanics and you know how to set up and use the Get Out of Jail Free card, you're going to be doing yourself good. It's going to be great. Clove. Clove is going to be going top of B tier. I would have put Clove A tier, except she did get a nerf this patch. She made it so that she can only have 1 smoke after she dies. But that's fine. That's not the biggest nerf. It's not anything to like knock her in D tier or something. B tier. Just solid B tier. Good all-around character. Nothing crazy to go off of there. B tier. Cypher. Cypher's top of A tier. Cypher's just the most annoying character in this game to deal with, period. Cypher is so frustrating and so horrible that genuinely I cannot think of a better place to put this character. If you know your setups and if you know your timings and if you can sort of kind of read where the opponents are going to be going, Cypher is going to be doing you good. If not, then, I mean, Cypher's still pretty good. Just pop a trip somewhere and you get free info. But if you really know what you're doing with Cypher, you're going to be fine in solo queue. It's going to be good. Deadlock. Deadlock is going near the middle of B tier. Once B tier fills up more, she'll probably end up more towards the top end of the middle of B tier. Just good Sentinel. The nerfs didn't really hit Deadlock too hard. That wall is still very oppressive. The grav net is really good if it hits you. It kind of just stunts you for a while. It's just a good all-around character. It's just really good. Fade. Honestly, Fade's our first entry into C tier. Fade is just... I can't comfortably put Fade above any of the other information initiators in the game. Because you have people like KO, you have people like Sova, you have people like Teho and Sky to go up against. Compared to those initiators, Fade is just, by comparison, just not the best. They need to give Fade a better way to consistently get a lot of information. Because her eye can get shot. Her best part of her kit is her dogs. And all the big ultimates that hit the whole site got nerfed across the board. So Fade, in terms of information, is not bad. Fade itself is not bad. It's just all of her util pales in comparison to that of like a Sky or a Teho or a Sova or a KO. So for that reason, C tier, but it's not C tier because she's bad. It's just C tier by comparison. Gecko. Another entry into S tier. For solo queue, I think Gecko's one of the best initiators in the game. One of, if not the best initiators in the game. The nerf didn't hit him too hard. All of his util is from a 10-second cooldown to a 20-second cooldown. Whoop-de-doo, I guess. It's still faster, and he can get more util across the board than every other member of the initiator cast combined. So I guess the range nerf I guess the cooldown nerf did something. I guess. I don't know. It's like, I don't see it. Gecko's still really good. Gecko's the best initiator in the game as of right now, in my professional opinion. ISO's gonna go in C tier. I'm sorry. It's just, again, it's not because the character itself is bad. It's just because by comparison, he just doesn't have the tools in his kit to really compare with like the big boys like Raze, Phoenix, Jet, Yoru, right? Let's talk about KO. KO is probably gonna be low A tier, if not near top of B tier. All right, Killjoy. Killjoy is, again, just gonna be sitting next to KO in B tier. Probably under KO, honestly, and probably Jet would be moved up a bit. It's just again, comparatively to Cypher, she's just simply not better than Cypher. She's just not better than Cypher. That's really what it is. The way that sort of the tier list trickle down is you get the upper echelons of characters, and then every other character you have to place in a tier list relative to them, right? So that's sort of what it is, right? It's like a relative tier list, right? Because if someone's at the top, obviously, relatively, someone's going to be worse. Neon's actually pretty solid for solo queue, I'd say. She has a lot of tools. Her entry potential is really good. She can, like, if Zifted is still in the, if Zifted is still in the chat right now, you'll see that, if Zifted is still in the chat right now, you'll see that, he can tell you that Neon's just really good and can nail some absolutely disgusting timings on people. Neon's the type of character, and again, this is something that I've said in a couple of coaching sessions with Neon players before, but Neon's the type of character that, yeah, you know where she is because she's loud, but there's nothing you can do about it. She can get to really weird spots really fast that you have to be so out of position to actually clear that it's better just to let the Neon sit there and take the space. It's really good. Omen. Again, this happens, everyone. We're going to add a row above. Omen. Omen's the best character in the game for solo queue. Bar none, not even close. Omen's the top. Top dog. He can do everything. If you need info, you have your ultimate and just use your ears, nerd. If you want, what's it called? Is this a ranked tier list? Yeah. This is the what's it called? This is the solo queue ranked tier list. Yeah. If you want a flash, Omen has a flash. If you want an entry, if your duelist stuck, so you have 2 teleports. If you want a good reposition, you have a teleport. Omen can legitimately just do everything in the game, and it is just really, really good. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. Omen just top of the top tier. Just nothing comes close. Phoenix is comfortably going to be in S tier. Phoenix did not really get touched by the nerfs that much. His flashes, he still has the best flash in the game. 2 of them, in fact. He has 2 of the best flashes in the game, and he can get up to 4 if he gets a 4K in a round. It's really good. Phoenix is kind of a snowball character. If he gets 1 flash and gets a kill, gets another flash, gets a kill, and then he has another flash, get another kill, it's just really good. Phoenix has a completely unreactable flash, so you can't really turn Phoenix's flash that easily, especially if you throw an optimal flash. The TP guide give you like 100 R for free. Exactly. But that's not me. That's just Omen being like goated. And people just need to know how to use Omen's teleport. Then there's also the fact that Phoenix, the wall is really good. And he can heal himself as well. So he has that self-sustainability. His ultimate is just a free side entry or free info. Like Phoenix is just a really good all-around character. Raze. Honestly, I'm going to put Raze kind of an A tier. Again, Raze is, for all intents and purposes, did not get touched by the nerfs either. So Raze is just a good all-around pick. I've always been like a perpetrator that Raze is better than Jet, just in general, because she has the ability to break util while also having the movement. So I would think Raze is just slightly better than Jet. Reyna, horrible, terrible in fact. Genuinely one of the worst characters for solo queue. She's the default character. She has no sauce, no strategy. She has nothing. Reyna has legitimately nothing. I don't think I have to say anything else, right? Reyna is just actually awful. Sage, also awful. Terrible, in fact. Sage just has nothing. Like, I cannot comfortably put Sage above any of these other people, because Sage for solo queue is just that bad. It's just awful. Sky, on the other hand, Sky is going to probably go, like, near top of A tier. Reason being, it's just, again, she kind of got touched a little bit by the nerfs, which is fine, but the dog, one of the best info gathering abilities in the game. The flash gathers information and blinds, and she has 2 of them per round. The heal, I mean, the heal isn't necessary, but the heal is always nice, especially if you have like a Jet in your team or like a character with no self-sustainability, like a Clove or like a Reyna. It's good because you can give your entire team self-sustainability. After they get into a fight, you can heal them up. If they get chip damage as well, especially if they have regen shields. If you have a Sky on your team, definitely get regen shields. I'm going to make a whole video on why regen shields are better than heavy shields in my opinion. But yeah. And then there's, what's it called? And then the big one is the ultimate. The ultimate is just a free sight hit, gives you a ton of info. Sky's just good. Sky's good if you know what you're doing. Again, this is not like a barrier of entry tier list. This isn't the type of tier list that's like, well, it's if you're just starting to play the character. I'm talking about like the upper echelons of the character. It's like the best Omen player versus the best Sage player in this opinion. Who's going to win more often? Probably the best Omen player. Unless if you're Grim, but Grim's kind of just a crackhead. But, you know, that's Grim, right? Sova. Sova is probably going to go, like, probably right next to Sky, in my opinion. Sova is just not better than Sky, because Sky has the flashes, but Sova is just the information demon. He can get you a lot of information very quickly, very early round, and it's just good. It's just good. Sova's a good character for this sort of... Sova's just a better version of Fade. Fade gives sort of good information. Sova gives really good information. Teho. Teho is probably going to go like near top of B tier, or probably next to KO. Yeah, honestly. Oh, by the way, I'm rearranging this so that Breach is better than them. Breach is probably the best out of the 3 because he didn't get touched by the nerfs like crazy. Teho definitely got touched by the nerfs. KO definitely got touched by the nerfs. It's sort of just again, it's like, yeah, it's trickle down nerfs pretty much. It's just trickle down. Vice, actually, this is a crazy pick. Vice used to be terrible. Vice used to be C tier. I'm gonna put Vice in B tier. I'm gonna honestly put Vice in B tier, sort of next to Killjoy. Again, the nerfs hit everyone pretty rough, but Vice didn't catch a lot of nerfs. It was only her arc rows that got nerfed, and so it doesn't give information anymore. But that's not terrible. Honestly, I'd say if you're really good at Vice, you can make her work. Waylay, okay. Controversial pick. Waylay's down here. Waylay is not good. They got the best get out of jail free card in the game and they slapped it on the worst possible character in the game. Actually horrible. Terrible character. Yoru, top of S tier. Not in Omen tier because that's reserved for Omen. This is rank 1, rank 2 right here. This is Omen and Yoru. Yoru can kind of just do everything. The only reason why Yoru isn't an Omen spot is because Yoru can't throw a smoke. If Yoru could smoke, then he'd be the best character in the game, but I digress. He can kind of do everything. Vito. Vito is interesting. I would say Vito is A tier, but just barely. Because of the util nerfs across the board and the fact that Vito's only good in like high elo because no one's using good util in low elo, I would say Vito's up there for that reason. But Vito has some sauce. The ultimate definitely carries him quite a bit. Yeah. Can you ask why Rain is D tier? Her kit is selfish and rewards good mechanics. 2 guys draw free cards, and for heals, your lures kind of ass with stuff though. You need to get a kill in order for... So all these other characters have ways that they can maneuver the map around for them to get kills. Reyna needs to get the kill first, and then she can start playing the game. So that's sort of the issue with Reyna, is you need the kill first. And you're not always guaranteed to get that kill first, because you're not always guaranteed to win a 50-50, unless you just have better mechanics. So yes, it rewards good mechanics, but you need to get the kill first, and I would rather not bank off of 50-50s. All right. Viper. Viper's going in our own tier. Viper's terrible. Viper is legitimately awful. Viper, genuinely one of, if not the worst characters in the game. Actually, Viper's the worst character in the game. This tier list is genuinely garbage. I'm willing to defend all of my placements, but Viper for solo queue, again, you have to remember this isn't a VCT tier list. This isn't a premier tier list. This is solo queue tier list. And this isn't like barrier of entry solo queue. This is like the upper echelons once you master the character, right? It's just really good. Brimstone has the Molly. That's an extremely good tool for solo queue. That's why Parry 2N can carry even on like Breeze with Brimstone, is because the Molly is just that good. And if you know how to use it, you can really, really nail yourself. But it's hard to use. It's difficult to use, right? This isn't like, what's it called? This isn't like an ease of use tier list. This isn't like how easy the character is. This is when you master the character, it's good. So yes, Brimstone and Gecko, they're hard to use. But once you get to the upper echelons of playing them in solo queue, you can really do good work with them. But obviously they're not better than like a Yoru or an Omen or something. Anyways, with all that being said, this has been Berate. Remember to brush your teeth today. Bye-bye.